Alright, what you see here is a Hunter Stratford 2 ceiling fan in textured white finish. This is a 44-inch ceiling fan that I got at Habitat for 20 bucks. I've always wanted one of these fans since I was a kid, either the 52-inch version or the 44-inch version, in either the textured white finish or the brushed nickel finish. Kind of would like to get one of in each side of both of those finishes, but I got the textured white one for now, so that works. And 44 inches as well. So I've always wanted to test one of these 44-inch or 42-inch size Hunter fans from the mid to late 2000s. This one is from the 6th week of 2005. And the fan runs pretty well. The one thing I will give you guys a heads up on is the downward on this fan is stuck. However, the downward is short enough that I'm actually able to still sit on top of it. I had to loosen up the ball socket on it. So it is kind of a bit it bounces around a little bit, but not as much. But yeah, that little bolt thing that like locks the when the down rod locks into place, but then there's like that little thing that goes into the side that locks into place. That thing's stuck on there. I can't get it off, so it's just staying on there. But yeah, I got this for 20 bucks. That hit last Friday. Well, today's Thursday, so about a week ago. That was the first floor testing fan I'm doing in a long time. Last one I tested was the brushed nickel Panama, which was about a month ago. So I figured it's definitely time to pick up with the floor testing fans. So, and the last ceiling fan I tested was the SMC Laguna in my collection. So it's definitely a good time to pick up on the fans. But there's the Hunter logo right there. I've always seen these fans in the Home Depot catalogs from like 2003 until like the 2007 catalog. I've always liked the look of them. They looked more like a higher quality fan compared to the other ones they had. And kind of gave me, I don't know, this looks like something I'd see like a more higher end house, especially with the white kit it has on it, or in a restaurant. That's just the look that it gave me, and I always liked seeing them in the catalogs as a kid. But the textured finish is pretty interesting. It basically looks like a ceiling texture, to be honest. That's the best way I can describe it. And there are some marks in there that have been dinged up, but it's not a big deal. The good thing about the textured white finish is I can get like a little bit of, a tiny drop of paint and just like touch it up, because it looks like it's been painted over on its own and such. But I was gonna get one of these from Chanju at Fanimation last year, but somebody bought it before me. But yeah, but then I got one myself recently. So yeah, let me go ahead and show it the light. I'm using 2 LEDs in there, the bright white ones. These are actually 2 of the ones that use me in the spotlight above me. Yeah, it's definitely a nice little fan. Definitely would make a nice kitchen fan. I'll have to use the white oak side instead. Okay, go ahead and shut off the white above me to see how well it lights up the room. It lights up the room pretty well, actually. It's not too dark in here. Well, it is dark, but of course it's on the floor, so it won't light up the room all that well. So, yeah. And reverse switch is on this side, so it's just so I remember. So here's low. Has a bit of a fast low to it. Well, you see, kind of tell that it bounces around. It's not like 100% on the thing, but actually that looks a bit crooked. There we go. Yeah, that's the best I can do. But I just want to be able to test it for you guys. So I can show it to you guys running. In fact, it looks even more crooked then. Nice. There we go, that's a little bit better. It moves a good air on low speed, not a whole lot, but it's definitely a lot better than some of the other 2000 Hunter fans I've seen. So this is one of the better ones, especially being a Home Depot model from what I've been told. I know the 52-inch version moves a lot more air, obviously, but sometimes the 42-inch version will be like a better one than the 52-inch version. That's something I've noticed with some fans. Or the 44-inch version in this case. There's a nice low speed to it. I'm going to go ahead and show it with the light. fact, I don't think I showed the texture of the fan that well. I actually have to show it once I do the spin down. But the shade on this fan is something I do like a lot. Alright, now for medium. In fact, I don't really think I'm going to be able to reverse it just because of the way the fan's sitting on top of it, so I might just show it unfold and that's it. That fan's definitely a bit crooked. There we go. That's a little better. So it's a good job on medium. Definitely would be perfect for a small room. This fan would definitely be good for a small kitchen. Would have been good for the kitchen at the old place I had if the cabinets weren't so close to it, to like where the fan would have been. But it would have looked way too modern for that kitchen. That's the only issue. If I ever like have a kitchen that's a bit modern looking, I would definitely want to like put up a fan that looks like this. It doesn't have to be a Stratford tube, like maybe. I know a lot of people don't like these type of light kits, but it depends on the room. If the room calls for it, I'd use one of these. But or if I just don't have another light kit, that would be an easy one to pair onto it. Like for example, like the Panama that I have. If I didn't want to use a spotlight in the kitchen, I just want to find something that would look nice on that, I would just put a bowl light on it. Not a lot of people want to be too happy about it, but it's just so I have light. And then I'd obviously find something a little bit better. Maybe like a K4S for it. Yeah, it does a good job on medium. Definitely it's a nice fan. I did prefer the original Stratford, obviously, but really the only difference is just the light. Yeah. Come on. That's the only thing I don't like about these type of light kits is sometimes the fan chain's a bit of a pain to pull. Here's high. Moves good air on high speed without a doubt. It's actually pretty impressive for a 44-inch fan, especially a spinner motor one. Almost as good as a 52-inch fan, to be honest. It's actually one of the more powerful. It's definitely one of the most powerful 42/44-inch fans that I've tested. Definitely isn't a bad fan, I'll be honest. Not as good as some other fans I've tested, obviously, but for its size, it definitely does move a great amount of air. Definitely will do the job without an issue. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna. I don't really feel comfortable showing it on reverse. I don't want the fan to like spin around in the other direction and such. But wow, this actually is a very good air mover. I'm surprised. Didn't expect it to move this much air, to be honest. Show up to white while it's on high speed. Yeah, it definitely moves a lot more than a closer breeze, without a doubt. I want to be around that, but it definitely moves even more than that. Definitely was a good fan to buy at Home Depot back when these were still being sold. And then, like, when they started making the 5-minute version, that's like when they started to go downhill. I remember, like, before they discontinued this, when they discontinued this version, they came out with another version called Stratford, and it had, like, kind of like strange looking hunter blades, kind of like ones you see on ones nowadays. They were kind of like oval shaped blades. And it had like a different type of light on it, like a different shade. And more of like had a different type of shade on it. But, yeah. So we go ahead and shut off the fan. Alright, it's definitely off now. I just want to double check it. So yeah, let me go ahead and do a spin down. But definitely for a first halftime fan, definitely glad it's a fan that I've actually wanted to get for quite some time. Would have been nice if it was a more vintage fan, definitely, but yeah, at least I found something that's decent there, not some instead of just what they had. Which is something I can definitely see myself possibly installing some in my own house in the future. Not sure where, but depending on the kitchen, this actually could be a kitchen fan. But I'd obviously use a white oak side just to give it more contrast. But I think this fan was actually installed in the kitchen before I bought it. It seemed to be a tiny bit greasy, but or it could just be the dust that makes it seem like it's greasy on the top of it. But I feel like this fan would be a lot more yellowed if it actually came out of a kitchen. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna show it in reverse. This one definitely, since if it was just on the sitting on the canopy, that's one thing, but it's actually on the down rod too, so that kind of makes it more crooked. It's not like when I tested the marina and such. So I just want to put. I just don't want to have the fan tip over. So once I can get that down rod off, I'll definitely show it on reverse. But just sort of finish on a tech up close and such. And honestly, it was like an iron finish, just painted white. That's honestly what it looks like. It isn't, but kind of looks that way. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.